Well, Rachel, thanks very much for coming on the program tonight. I know it is a very busy time for the folks at NRA's Institute for Legislative Action these days.
Certainly has been. We are working hard on NRA PVF ratings and endorsements, and we're hoping that it's going to make a huge impact to get NRA members, gun owners, and everyone who loves freedom out to the polls on November 2nd.
Yeah, by the way, love the website redesign for NRAPVF.org. It's fantastic.
It's a good-looking site, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing the candidate grades up and running. This is going to be coming up, what, a couple of weeks, I guess, maybe?
Well, we're hoping to get it up by October 1, but it'll be October 1 or after, and it's going to be an awesome website. It's going to have interactive maps so people can go on and look to see what the grades are and who NRA is endorsing for this midterm election. And, gosh, we've been so busy, but we're getting really excited. And it's so funny how elections start early and earlier every year, and we're ready to go. Foot is on the gas pedal.
Absolutely, yeah. The endorsements have been coming out every day. You all are announcing endorsements from around the country. In fact, just a couple here that have come out over the past couple of days. Today, you announced you're endorsing Pat Meehan for U.S. House in Pennsylvania's 7th Congressional District. A couple of days ago, you endorsed Alaska Governor Sean Parnell for re-election. Dennis Daugaard, am I pronouncing that correctly? In South Dakota? Okay. Bobby Schilling for Congress in Illinois' 17th District. It's amazing the opportunities that gun owners have this year to really make a difference. You look at Illinois' 17th Congressional District, currently represented by Phil Hare, guy who has not been a friend of gun owners, guy who, when asked about Obamacare, said, who cares about the Constitution? Now, if that's his response on, health care, I'm thinking that might be his response when it comes to Second Amendment issues as well. But here's a chance to go from an F to an A, and there are going to be lots of opportunities like that come November.
That's right. There are going to be a lot of opportunities. And it's very important to remember that, this is a shake-up year, and gun owners, NRA members, have the ability to make an impact. And we see that election cycle after election cycle. And so if you're not registered to vote, please go out there, register, go out on November 2nd, vote those pro-gun candidates into office so we can continue to preserve this very unique American freedom that we have.
Absolutely. And, coming up here Sunday, October the 3rd in New York State, I'm hoping this is going to be a big event because I think gun owners in New York, they've got some real big opportunities this year as well. And the SAFE conference is coming up. The Sportsmen's Association for Firearms Education, Firearms Civil Rights Conference is coming up on Sunday, October the 3rd on Long Island. And this is a great opportunity. Wayne LaPierre is going to be there. Ron Smites is going to be there. John Cushman, Chris Cox. From what I understand, candidates are invited not necessarily to speak, but to actually listen at this event. So another great opportunity for New York gun owners to get out there and get involved.
That's right. It's an opportunity to learn about what's going on a federal level, but also locally. A lot of people, it's hard to find that information sometimes, but the NRA makes it very available to have all that information right at your fingertips. And this is an event that we just want to educate people, not only members or gun owners and attendees, but also politicians who are out there making those decisions for us. And we want to make sure that they know where their constituents stand. Absolutely
right. And speaking of letting our elected officials know where we stand, in Pennsylvania, gun owners have a real big opportunity right now if they contact their state representative, because Castle Doctrine could be moving in Pennsylvania next week, right?
That's right. And this is a piece of legislation that has been a legislative priority for the National Rifle Association across the country. And that's because it's a self-defense measure that will expand people's rights to self-defense, to use deadly force anywhere they have a legal right to be, whether that be their home or their car. And we just think that people ought to have another protection when it comes to defending themselves against criminal activity.
All right. Well, listen, Rachel, I really appreciate you coming on the program. I know you got to get back to work, but we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel Parsons, NRA ILA Media Liaison. Join us tonight here on Cam & Company.